Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Halen, also known as Med Student Planner. Today I will be planning out the week of January 31st through February 6th in my ERIN CONDREN vertical planner. I am using a really fun kit from Jessica Hart's. This was in one of the subscriptions that I've gotten from her. I get a monthly subscription and I get the mini kit in the glossy format, and this was one from a couple months ago. I've been saving it for winter time and it's finally here and it's almost really over for Louisiana, but this is called Snow in the City and I just love it so much. It has like some New York vibes in it and I wish I was in New York right now, or really just any big city. So I think I will be using all of these boxes except for this one. This one just didn't really seem like a winter to me, and she included an extra full box in here that I'll be able to replace that with. So you also get this beautiful bottom washi that I just love, and then a lot of other functional items throughout. Then this page has your half boxes, your quarter boxes, your weekend banner, and then your date covers. And then you get some headers, little things, and then like some sidebar items over here, a few other functional items. And then this is the extra full box I was telling you about. So with the monthly subscription, you get the Ultimate Sheet add-on, and so you get a full set of glitter headers here, some different labels, checklists, and then the extra full box. I think all of this has now changed in her shop, so I think this is different, but I will see that in my next subscription. And then this is the beautiful foil overlay that came with it. It's a really fun hollow, and I cannot wait to see what this looks like. I will definitely be trying to use, I think I'll be able to use all of this in here, but let's go ahead and lay down the base of the spread, and then we can go through the weekly plans. Okay, so like always, I'm going to start with the bottom washi, and I thought I was going to be able to get away with just laying down the bottom washi and not having to white out anything, but there was a lot of kind of lighter parts to the scene and showing through the darker lines on the page, so I went ahead and whited out the darker lines. And then the washi with this kit is a little bit longer than the ERIN CONDREN page, and that's perfectly fine with me. I would rather it be too long than too short, so I'm just going to trim the little bit of extra part of the bottom washi off there, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And on this one, I try not to put it all the way down there at the end to make it easier to cut and lift off, but there at the end I kind of rubbed my hand over it and I put it to the bottom, and so it was a little bit difficult to get this last little strip off and kind of tore a little bit of the page, but it's not too noticeable, especially once I put down the foil overlay and everything. It kind of just all gets hidden away. But since I had to trim the bottom washi a little bit, I couldn't just put the bottom washi or like the foil overlay down as normal, because it wouldn't be lined up in the center. So I tried to center it to the best of my ability, and it left a little bit hanging off on either edge. And so on the longer side, I kind of just left it. It wasn't too noticeable, but on this side, I went ahead and took off a little bit over here, and in the long run, you can't even really tell that much because it's clear, but I really just wanted to focus on the words being centered, and I really love how that turns out. I am always so worried about using a bottom washi overlay because I'm just like terrified to mess it all up. I'm sure undo would help me out, but I'm just so worried about messing it all up. So then after the bottom washi, I'm going to go in with the full boxes. I don't really have a lot of reasoning behind putting boxes one way or another. Sometimes I will color block based on the date covers, and so the full boxes will kind of match up with that. But in this kit, I only color blocked with the actual like coloring of the boxes and things on each day, and so the boxes just kind of got to go where they wanted to. Pretty much all of them had multiple colors in it to kind of go with whatever, and then I am done with the full boxes. So moving into the date covers, it was kind of lighter on a lot of these, so I went ahead and whited out all of the dates to just make it easier, and I put down that in like the top full boxes to kind of help line up where I wanted the date covers to go. And after I put them all down, I realized that I forgot the glitter headers, even though I just showed them to you in the opening, but I am going to quickly realize that, and luckily I have undo, and undo can save the day, so I have all of the base down and went ahead and just like kept going with it at this point. I pulled in this beautiful The City Quiets When It Snows overlay for this full box up at the top, but kind of messed it up a little bit and had to pull in some undo and ended up saving it. It was okay, but that's why I just get so worried about using foil overlays. They can just easily go very wrong. And now I think is whenever I realized, oh no, maybe I still haven't even realized about the glitter headers, because I'm still just going with the base of the spread. So I pulled in this other overlay on this second side of the page just to kind of balance them out. I ended up not using that last one. It was kind of a little bit busy to go on any of these full boxes. I could have made it work, but I just decided to leave the rest as is. And now we get to go in with the glitter headers. So I'm going to do the ones without the full boxes first to make it a little bit easier on myself. And I kind of just went in the order that they were put down on the page. Just made it really easy, and then just kind of repeated that same pattern on the other side. So now I get to bring out the undo and carefully pull up this sticker. I really don't like using undo. It kind of makes a mess, and especially if there's like whiteout or anything around it, I get the whiteout like everywhere with it, but we made do, and I was able to let this dry and then put the glitter headers down. And on this one, I didn't even really let it dry too much, so I was able to kind of move the glitter header around with just like little problems or anything, since there's still a lot of undo there. So re-putting back the full boxes that I wanted on Tuesday and Friday, and then we will be good to go. So I really love how this base of the spread has turned out, and I'm excited to see how all of the plans turn out with it. Well, after a little mix-up with the glitter headers, just completely forgot that I had those, even though I just showed them to y'all. We got the base of the spread down. I am just loving this foil. I think it kind of went down okay. This side may be a little bit messed up, but I don't think you can really notice. I was trying to center the words with the page. May have ended up just messing it up, but I think it looks fine. That's why I really don't like messing with the bottom washi, because it's just so easy to mess up. But here is what we have left over for the kit. Plenty to use throughout the week. Her mini kit format is perfect for me. So let's go ahead and get into the day-by-day plans. So now we can move into the day-by-day plans. I am just so excited about even like the colors of this kit. Really perfect for the transition into January to February, even if there's just one day of January left on this. I pulled in off camera a script for my habit tracker for the no spend, and then I pulled in some date dots for the date covers so that it just kind of was all uniform. I'm actually using some hand cam plan numbers up top, which looks like they were handwritten, but they were handwritten by her and not me, which I thought was really cute. So starting with Monday, we had a officer picture for the family medicine interest group this morning. I think that was going in the yearbook, even though we haven't had a yearbook in the last couple of years, but I just kind of went along with it, showed up for my picture, and then came back home and took a nap, because I have been on a very chill kind of schedule and really been on like vacation and kind of just hanging out for so long that waking up for an 8 a.m. picture and like getting ready for that and everything was not what I was wanting to really do that morning. And this was actually the start of my official 2 weeks of vacation, and that was how I got to spend my first day of vacation. So I decided to treat myself with a nap and pulled in a really funny pillow sticker that says I'm going back to bed. That one just cracks me up, and it's so like tiny and cute that it's kind of perfect to go in any spread. Then after getting a nap in and kind of hanging out the rest of the morning, we met my grandparents to go play pickleball. That has been something that we have just been loving, and it's something that my husband and I got to start playing together, so we're at like kind of the same skill level and everything. So it's been a lot of fun for us, and we are excited to have been able to pick that up together. And then this night we were watching Ozark. We've been trying to rewatch all of the previous seasons before we start the new season, and we can really only get in like one episode a night. I really forgot how long the episodes are, so we're just kind of taking our time with it and trying to avoid spoilers or anything. So I also made a fun tulle skirt for a race that I'm going to be competing in this weekend. So you will see pictures of that later on in the spread, but I also needed to edit my January haul that was going to be going up. I think haul videos are probably my favorite videos to put together and edit, and I really enjoy just kind of taking my time with that. So I have a edit sticker from Planner Kate to mark that, and then I just kind of binged Friends this night. I've been rewatching that show and just loving it. I have seen it so many times, but I haven't done a full rewatch since probably college, so I'm really excited that we got HBO and were able to do that. So I had this really cute Once More with Love sticker of like a couple in front of a fireplace. We actually have a fireplace, but it's not one that has ever really been cleaned out or inspected or anything. It just kind of came with a place that we're living in, and so we don't ever actually use it, but I like to imagine that one day we will have a fireplace for real that we will be able to use, and I can like officially mark it with that sticker. So moving on to Tuesday, I had a fun lazy morning, the best way to enjoy a vacation day for me, and enjoyed some coffee. And I have this Hello February mug from A Daily Dose of Stickers, which is perfect to kind of get my Ray Done vibes in with also kind of marking new month. And then we had a lot of errands to run, so I had a few returns to make at like a Target and Academy, and then also had an Amazon return, so we got all of that done. And then since it was a new month, I realized that I could pick my next books through Amazon. I'm not sure if this has always been a thing or not, but I found out, I guess in January, that Amazon Prime lets you pick new books through like the Kindle system, and they're all kind of books that are about to be coming out. So it's really exciting to be getting books like that. And so January we got to pick one book, and then February we got to pick two books. So I spent like a full hour researching all the books and kind of deciding on which ones I wanted. And I was just so excited to be able to pick those. And like always, I then spent the night watching Friends, and then we made some pork burgers for dinner. And I was trying to pull in some extra foil throughout the spread. I didn't do a great job with it, but I did pull in this foiled bow to go with kind of marking our dinner. And then we decided to have a little movie night. So I have a movie night script from Virgo and Paper, and one of Jeffrey's favorite movies is Happy Gilmore, and we had never actually watched that together in our like 8 years of being together. So I was really excited to be able to watch that with him. I haven't even seen it since I was young, and so it was really funny to watch because we quote it all the time and realized that we hadn't watched it together. So that was something fun to do. And then on a Wednesday, I needed to get back into the workout groove. I'm trying to do 4 of the Beachbody 80-day obsession workouts a week, and doing that with some family members to kind of all hold each other accountable. So I was doing cardio flow this day, and I have a really funny fox and cactus sticker to mark that. They have like the best workout stickers. Like, they just crack me up. And so they're really funny to use for hard workout days, or just, you know, if you have a good one that you wanted to mark. But after that, we needed to clean up the house before we went out of town. That's always something that I like to do, just so we can come back to a clean and tidy house. And then I had some library books to pick up this day. I am trying not to buy any new books this year, and or at least until we move and like figure out our new living situation for residency. So trying to really utilize the library and renting books from there, because I have such a long to be read list that nothing is really new, and so the library should have everything that I want. And one of the books I picked up this time around was Everless, and I spent the whole night reading it, finished it in one night, really loved it. And I pulled in a really funny kind of midnight reading sticker from Fox and Pip, because I was up to like 2 a.m. reading, and I loved it. And before I kind of had started reading that, I was watching Friends and kind of breaking it up with that. So I also pulled in a little little TV little thing to mark that. So I got a little bit behind, so I'm going to go ahead and just move right into Thursday. I slept in this day after staying up so late reading, and then Jeffrey and I met his dad at Nuke's for lunch. It's one of our favorite little lunch spots, and it was kind of a perfect day too because it really cooled down this day. It was it was really kind of cold outside for Louisiana, and it was kind of a great day to go and get some soup at Nuke's. So that was a fun lunch. I have a Nightingale Paper Co. eating Winston to mark that. So then I went and worked out, and I got to pull in this really cute script from Nightingale Paper Co. I love the font on this script, and I need to go back and order some more. I completely forgot to order more in my last order, and so I only have a couple scripts in that font right now, and so I will have to make sure in my next order that I get some more. So this night we met our families for dinner at one of our favorite spots in town, and then I went and had a movie night with my dad and stepmom this night. I am all about having multiple movie nights in 1 week. I just love movies, and my dad and I have been rewatching all of the Scream movies to go and see Scream 5. We were wanting to line it up whenever it initially came out, but we got a little behind with the holidays and things, so we are finally finishing up with Scream 4 this week, and then the following week we'll go see Scream 5. So I have a really cute Winston from Nightingale Paper Co. that's like popping out of a popcorn bucket to mark our movie night, and then Friday is whenever we were going to be traveling, but unfortunately the roads were super icy this morning. Like I was saying, the temperature dropped on Thursday, and then we got some rain, so everything iced over. Unfortunately, no snow, but the schools in town were all closed and everything. So I have this emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. that's like a little frozen guy, and I marked that the roads were icy. So we were initially wanting to leave first thing that morning, but we just kind of delayed it to the afternoon. So we kind of took our time packing, and I have a cute packing Winston to mark that. And then remember to pull in some foil here. So I have a foiled car to mark that we were driving to New Orleans. We kind of just took our time with it, and then we didn't get there until about dinner time. So by the time we got there, we grabbed a couple of our friends and went to dinner at Katie's restaurant. It was a new spot that we hadn't tried before, and we've only been to New Orleans a few times, so there's plenty for us to try down there, but this was one that was kind of just close by and looked like it had a little bit of everything, so it was an easy spot to go with some friends. And then we came back to one of our friends' house that we were staying at and invited a few other friends over. We have a lot of friends in New Orleans, actually, which is funny. And so we had a fun night just kind of hanging out with them, having some drinks and catching up and whatnot. And then once everyone left, the three of us that were all staying at the same house we just weren't really that tired. So we ended up finding ourselves watching a lot of SNL videos, and kind of mainly like the old ones that we just loved and knew by heart. And it was funny getting to show each other those videos because you end up having your own preference for SNL videos. And so over the years, there's been a lot that we had to show to each other. So Saturday was our big full day in New Orleans, and after staying up so late on Friday, we actually spent the morning kind of sleeping in and just kind of chilling. Then we went to lunch at one of our friends' favorite spots that's kind of like a coffee shop and also has some lunch food and everything. It was really good, and I enjoyed getting some coffee with the lunch. So that was at the Bean Gallery, and then I actually, the whole trip for going to New Orleans was planned around doing the rock and roll race in New Orleans. So we went and picked up my race packet this afternoon, and from there, we decided to go and have some drinks at Wrong Iron, which was like a fun brewing place. I guess it was like a brewing place. I don't know. I had this huge outdoor patio, and luckily had a lot of heaters and things because it was even cold in New Orleans, which is funny. We went to New Orleans last time in July, and it was like at the hottest point for New Orleans, and then now we are back in February and it was super cold. So we've gotten to see both sides of it now, but so after we finished up at Wrong Iron, we went in, layered up with a few more clothes. We were going to go to dinner and then try to go to one of the parades that was happening this weekend. So we went to dinner at Johnny Sanchez, which is actually a place we found last time we were in New Orleans. And this time around, it just wasn't as great. Maybe we kind of walked away and been talking it up for too long. And so this time it was just okay. So we found a parade to go to this night. So I have this munchkin from Once More with Love that it's from the New Orleans sheet, so it's kind of perfect, but it's not really related to a parade, I guess. I mean, I guess it could be, but we went to the Crew of Chewbacca's parade, and it was Star Wars themed and super fun to just see everything that they had done. Really, New Orleans goes all out, but this was not even a big parade. This was kind of more of like a family-friendly one, and it was kind of more people walking with like a few floats than kind of the big floats and things that you would think of for a New Orleans parade, but still cool to see and kind of get to check off from our bucket list. And then on Sunday, we had the big rock and roll New Orleans half marathon this day. I have a Fox and Cactus sticker to mark that, and then I'm pulling in this kind of star-eyed Winston to mark finishing the race. We had these big plans to kind of train for the half marathon and kind of make it like a big deal, but kind of just a lot of things got in the way of fully training for it. So I almost kind of dropped down to the 10K. And then at that point I was like, well, I mean, let's just go ahead and do the full thing, and kind of got some peer pressure from my friends for just going ahead and doing it all. So we ended up kind of walk running this full half marathon, and I was just so proud of myself for even doing that with no training or anything. So then we had lunch at a place called Barracuda, and then we had a drive home at this point. So getting to treat myself with some tacos and margs, and then this night I had pizza, and I got to finally pull in this pizza sticker from Fox and Pip to mark that, and a fun way to treat myself after running for so long. And we decided to go to bed early this night, and then we were watching some Friends. So a really fun weekend, and I really love how this spread turned out. So here's the full spread for you to see. Really a fun week and a great way to start off our vacation. So that is everything for this spread. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.